Good morning, students. In today's session, we will be continuing with our first chapter, that is linear equation in two variables. I will be teaching you a new method to find solution of simultaneous linear equation in two variables, that is graphical method. Let us understand how it is to be done. Now these are two general form of linear equation in two variables. Suppose I have a1x plus b1y is equal to c1 as my first equation, a2x plus b2y is equal to c2 as my second equation. Yes, now these are general forms. If I try to plot it on graph paper, what are the possibilities? The first possibility is either both these two lines, first line that is first equation and say second one, second equation, both intersect at a point. This is my first condition. Yes, as you know, linear equation in two variables, when it is plotted on graph, it is always a straight line. This we have already learned. So when I am suppose plotting these two lines, what is the first condition? That both these lines will intersect at a point. Second condition can be both these lines do not intersect. Yes, however far we are extending them, they are not going to intersect, means they are parallel lines. And what will be the third condition or third possibility? That both these lines are one and the same, that is overlapping lines. Yes, so these are the three possibilities. Then what are we going to learn in this chapter? We are going to learn about the first possibility, that is both the lines will intersect each other, and that point of intersection is nothing but our solution. Yes, okay. So let's have a look at this. This is what I have told you just now, that both the lines will intersect each other. See, two lines in a plane, one and only one out of these three possibilities can happen. The two lines will intersect at a point, the first figure which I have drawn, and this is what we are going to learn in this chapter. The second one, the two lines will not intersect, however far they are extended, that is they are parallel lines, say this figure. Yes, and the third one, the two lines are coincident lines, that is overlapping lines. Now how is this possible? This is possible if we have two equations like this. Suppose 2x minus 3y is equal to 4, first equation, and the second equation as 4x minus 6y is equal to 8. Now how I can say that they will be overlapping lines only? Because have a look at the second one. If I try to reduce this, yes, dividing throughout by 2, what will I get? 2x minus 3y is equal to 4, which is nothing but the same first line. That is the reason I told you such equations when I have, the graph will always be overlapping lines. Both lines will overlap one above the other. Okay, so out of these we are going to learn the first case, that is the two lines will intersect at a point. Now for that, what are the important things that you should know? Let us come to practice set 1.2, that is question number 1. Now in this, I just have to prepare a table to draw the graph. The first step for drawing graph is to prepare a table. Yes, so the equation is x plus y is equal to 3. I need to draw the table for it. I am not going to draw the graph. Drawing a table means what? Take suitable values of x, and these values are your choice. You don't have to learn anything by heart. This also can be taken as one. No hard and fast rule that you have to take only these values. Now if it is given as an activity question and they are giving you value as 3. Now this is an activity question. They have given you x value as 3. They are asking you to find out this value. So what are you going to do? In this equation you will be substituting x as 3. So the equation is x plus y is equal to 3, in which x is given as 3 and you need to find the value of y. Yes, so this 3 can be shifted to the right side. Y will be 3 minus 3, that is 0. So this is one part of my answer. Yes, the same way y is given as 5. Activity question, they will be giving you the values, of course. So you have to just find the corresponding x value. If y is equal to 5, what will be the value of x? So it is x plus 5 is equal to 3. My equation here I am substituting. So x automatically will be 3 minus 5, that is minus 2. See here, x is minus 2. Same way the third value also you have to find. So this way you are going to prepare the table. It's an activity question. So whichever values are provided to you, based on that you will find the corresponding values. So these are the answers. They have given us the value of x as 3. I have found it as y is equal to 0. If y is 5, x will be minus 2. If y is 3, x will be 0. Okay. So like this you are going to complete this activity. This was the first question of the exercise. Let us quickly see the second one also, where we have to just complete the table. Now question given is in this form: x minus y is equal to 4. Okay. The first step for such question is try to express this given equation in terms of y. See, y can be shifted this side and 4 can be brought that side. So it will be y is equal to x minus 4. Okay. So no hard and fast rule. Whatever is the values you want to take, you can take. But activity question, they have again provided us with some value. We are going to find out the corresponding value. Okay. So see here, y is given as 0. Yes, y is given as 0. I need to find out x. So what it will be? Y is equal to x minus 4. This is my equation. Y is given as 0. So what will be the value of x? Shift this 4 this side. It will become plus. So x automatically will be 4. This is my first answer. I hope you are understanding it. Same way, let us see one more. X is given as minus 1. Okay. So y is equal to minus 1 minus 4. Both are negative. You add it. So it will be minus 5. So this is my second answer. I hope the concept you are understanding. Whichever value is given, you need to find the corresponding value of the other variable. Okay. So this way you can prepare the table. Now after preparing the table, what exactly you need to do is you need to draw it on the graph. So let us understand the coordinate system or the Cartesian plane. First thing you need to understand is the horizontal line is nothing but the x-axis. All this you have already learned in coordinate system chapter, which you had in 9th standard. I am just revising it. The horizontal line is the x-axis, the vertical line is the y-axis. What you need to remember is to write the scale. Should be 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit distance on both the axes. Now here I have taken 2 centimeter because otherwise it won't be visible to you. So you take only one box as 1 centimeter. Accordingly you plot the points. Okay. Now 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit distance on both the axes is the scale. Horizontal line is x-axis, vertical line is y-axis. I hope you remember that to the right side, first of all, the intersection of x-axis and y-axis is called as origin, represented as 0. To the right side of the origin are all positive numbers. Yes, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Purposely I have written 1, 0 because if the point is on the x-axis, y coordinate is always 0. You can see this, y coordinate is always 0. Okay. To the left side of the origin is all the negative numbers. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and so on. Okay. Above the origin is all positive. So 1, 2, 3, 4 so on. Why I have written it like this 0, minus 1? Because if it is on y-axis, x coordinate is 0. Okay. If it is on the x-axis, see all y coordinate is 0. This concept should be clear. Okay. Below the origin, it will be negative. So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and minus 4. This is the way you will draw the coordinate system once you have prepared the table, and then you will plot the points. Now in exam, you need not write it in this form 1, 0. You can simply write it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, so on. Why I have written? So that you understand the concept. Since this is the first time we are learning it, how to plot it on the graph and get the answer. For that I have written with both the coordinates. In exam, even if you write one coordinate, that is 1, 2, 3 on y-axis, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 on y-axis below the origin, it is okay. Okay. So this way you are going to prepare the coordinate system. Now let us see how we can actually solve the sum and get the point of intersection with a practice set question, that is question number 2, first one. X plus y is equal to 6 is the first equation. X minus y is equal to 4 is the second equation. What is the first step? To prepare the table. Now for preparing the table also I have told you, express the given equation in terms of y. So y will be, shift this x this side, 6 minus x. Okay. Now what you will do is, you will assume 4 values of x and correspondingly you will substitute here and get the value of y. Suppose I have assumed the 4 values as, look here, 0, first value, 5, 3 and 4. Randomly I have taken any values. Once I have assumed it, I will find out the corresponding value of y. So what will be y? The first value y is 6 minus, first value I have taken as 0. So 6 minus 0, that is equal to 6. See here, y is 6. So writing in ordered pair, it will be x comma y, so 0 comma 6. This is my first value of the table. Same way for the second one. I have taken x as 5. So y will be what? 6 minus 5, that is equal to 1. So that is the reason 1 is written here. In ordered pair form, it will be 5 comma 1. I hope you are understanding it. Now it's no hard and fast rule. You are not absolutely going to learn this values. You can take 0, 1, 2, 3. You can take 0, minus 1, 2, 3. Whichever values you are comfortable. I have just taken 0, 5, 3 and 4. And accordingly I have found out the corresponding values of y. I hope this table is clear to you. This way, for the first equation, I will prepare my first table. Same way, we will take the second equation now, which is x minus y is equal to 4. Yes, here also I will express it in terms of y first. For that, what is to be done? This minus y is to be shifted this side. It will become plus y. And x I can bring this side. So it's x minus 4 is equal to y. Yes. Again the same method. You need to assume 4 values of x and accordingly get corresponding values of y for it. So a table can be prepared here also. See how it can be done. First value I am going to take as 0. So if I take x as 0 here, yes, so 0 minus 4, what will be corresponding value of y? It will be nothing but minus 4, the first answer. If I take x as 2, yes, what will be corresponding value of y? It will be 2 minus 4, that is equal to minus 2. See here. I hope you are understanding this. This is very easy equation. Directly also you can solve. No need to show the calculation. So I have directly done it. Yes. Suppose I take x as 4. So what will be value of y? It will be nothing but 4 minus 4. See here I am substituting x as 4. So 4 minus 4 is 0. I have got the next value. X as 5. So what will get? 5 minus 4, that is 1. In this way you can prepare the second table also. Right. So both the tables are prepared. Now what is left? I need to have these points to be plotted on the Cartesian plane. So this is the way it will happen. Just have a look how the points are plotted here. 0, 6. 0, 6 where to plot? 0, 6 means the point is on the y-axis. See, x coordinate is 0. Do not search here and then somewhere here. See, it is x coordinate 0 means the point will lie on the y-axis. Where it will lie? At a distance of 6, positive 6. So above the origin. So see, this is my first point, 0, 6. 5, 1. Now what is the meaning of this? 5 on the x-axis somewhere here and 1 on x-axis and 1 on the y-axis. So where it intersects, it's this point. So my second point is here, 5, 1. I hope you are understanding and you are revising this. This you have already learned in 9th standard, how to plot the points on the Cartesian plane. I am just revising it. Yes, 3, 3. Now where is that? 3 on the x-axis, 3 on the y-axis. Both will intersect here. So this is my next point, that is 3, 3. Same way 4, 2 is plotted here. All these points are plotted. Now what is to be done? You need to join all these points. You will get a straight line. And that above the straight line, you need to write the equation of this line, that is x plus y is equal to 6. So one table is plotted here, one line I have got. Let us move to the next table in order to get the next line. Yes, what is it? First thing is 0, minus 4. Now 0 on x-axis, y-axis minus 4. So I have to search somewhere down here. So 0, minus 4. Okay. Then 2, 2. 2 on x-axis and minus 2 on y-axis. So somewhere here 2, minus 2. Then 4, 0. Now try to understand the basic difference between this point and this point. Here x coordinate was 0, the point was lying on the y-axis. When y coordinate is 0, obviously the point will lie on the x-axis. So where it should be? X-axis 4. Yes, somewhere here. And y is 0. So it is 4, 0 here. And the last is again 5, 1. Okay. So again I have got this 4 points. Now what I have to do? I simply have to join all these 4 points and get a line and write the equation above it. So x minus y is equal to 4. After joining these two lines, you can see they both are intersecting at a single point, that is 5, 1. So 5, 1 is nothing but the solution of this given two simultaneous equations. So how to get the solution? Once you have prepared the two tables, you plot these two tables on the graph, you will get two lines. Wherever they intersect, that point will be the answer or that point will be the solution. So what is the solution? X is equal to 5, y is equal to 1. is the solution of this two simultaneous equation. And how do I get that? It is nothing but the point of intersection of these two lines. See here, point of intersection of these two lines as phi comma 1. So this was very easy question which can be done orally also because the equation is very easy. This is the way you have to plot. Point of intersection is the answer, right? Okay. Now let us move to one more question of the practice set, which is a slightly lengthy one. I should say not difficult, lengthy one. Why? Because as you can see, both the equations, now 2x minus 3y is equal to 4, both x and y are having coefficient here. So our first step will be to express the given equation in terms of y. Yes, so it is 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. Shift this minus 2x to the other side, yes, or 4 to this side and minus 3y to that side. We get 3y is equal to 2x minus 4. I want y, so this 3 will be removed from here. It is 2x minus 4 upon 3. This is my first equation, yes. Now one thing you should remember when you are doing by graphical method, avoid taking those values which will be in decimal point. I am not telling you that is wrong, but to get the correct point of intersection might be difficult. So how to think which values has to be taken here, okay? So for that we will work out one by one. Suppose I take x is equal to minus 1, okay? Here x as minus 1. What will happen? See, working here, y is equal to 2x minus 4 upon 3 is my main equation. In this I am assuming x as minus 1, yes? So 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 minus 4, yes, that is nothing but minus 6. Minus 6 upon 3, that is minus 2. See, I have not got any decimal point. I have chosen such value so that after calculation I will get a whole number. I should get a round figure, I should say, like minus 2. It is not minus 2 point something. So that to plot it on the graph paper might be difficult, okay? So we get the first value as x as minus 1 and y as minus 2. Same way I need to think about the second value also. If I take 2, yes, see here, when I take it as 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 4 minus 4 is 0, and anything upon 0 is again 0. So the second value is x as 2 and y as 0. This is the reason I told you this is a lengthy sum, not difficult, where you need to think little bit how to take the values so that decimal point can be avoided. Let's take the third value as 5. Yes, see here, 5 2s are 10 minus 4 upon 3. So 10 minus 4 is 6, 6 upon 3 is 2. So 5 and 2 is my next answer. Okay, 4 values we need. So one more value can be taken as 8. So if I take 8, 8 2s are 16. 16 minus 4 is 12. So 12 upon 3 is 4. So this way you have to think with the values, so that take the values in fact, so that when you calculate you get a round figure like this, okay? So all the 4 values are prepared for this. This calculation of course you have to show in the exam. So the table can be prepared like this with all these 4 values with x comma y, okay? So let us move to the next equation now. The second equation is 3y minus x is equal to 4. So 3y, I can shift x to the right side. It will be x plus 4. So y automatically becomes x plus 4 upon 3. Okay. So now how to think in the exam? Which values has to be taken? See, I'll just show you how you will think in the exam. Suppose I take x as 0. Okay. So it will be 0 plus 4 upon 3. So it is 4 upon 3. It's a fraction. So I am not going to take x as 0. Okay, second value, suppose I take x as 1. So 1 plus 4 upon 3. So it will be 5 upon 3. Again a fraction. I am not going to take this value. Suppose I take it as 2. Yes, the next value, x as 2. So what will happen? 2 plus 4 upon 3. So it is nothing but 6 upon 3 and that is 2. So this is okay. My first value will be x is equal to 2 and I will get corresponding value of y also as 2. I hope you are understanding how to work out in the exam which value has to be taken. Now here I have taken directly x as minus 4. Why minus 4? Because it should click you that minus 4 plus 4 will be 0. 0 upon anything is again 0. Yes or no? So our first value will be x as minus 4. Yes, and y as 0. So see this, x as minus 4 we work out and we get y as 0. Okay. Let us move to the next value. Suppose I take next value as minus 1, right? So what we will get? Minus 1 plus 4, 3. 3 upon 3 will get cancelled, we will get 1. So our next value will be minus 1 and 1. I hope you are understanding it. Moving to the next value, as I have shown you the working of this, x as 2, y will be 2. Yes. Last value, suppose I take x as 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. Yes. 9 upon 3, obviously it will get cancelled, we will get 3. So like this 5 comma 3 is the last value. And the table can be prepared. I hope you have understood how to work out when such equations we have for graphical method. Think about the values, try to eliminate decimal as much as possible and try to get round figures as your answer for the value of y. Okay, I'm not telling with decimal it is wrong. Again, I'm repeating this. If you are doing it correctly and you are able to get correct point of intersection, well and good. I will suggest you not to take decimal point while plotting. 1.5, 1.4 is okay. 1.333 where you will plot it on the graph. So think about such values where decimal point can be eliminated. Okay. Now let us draw these two tables on the graph. Exactly the same way as I have explained it to you. Now this way the graph can be plotted. Suppose you are not intersecting. I have joined this here till here and I have joined this 4 points till here. Now see, they are not intersecting. Don't get afraid in exam that you have done something wrong. Extend this. It will intersect somewhere. If they are linear equation in two variables, they have to be straight lines. They have to be lines, right? And in exam, it will intersect somewhere. If they are not parallel, if they are not looking parallel, it will intersect somewhere. So extend it and it will intersect at this point. Which point is that? It is 8, 4. Yes, so this is my point of intersection of these two lines. It means 8, 4 is the solution of it. I hope you have understood this graphical method. So what will be the final answer? 8, 4 or x is equal to 8, y is equal to 4 is the solution of these two simultaneous equations. Yes, so plotting and preparing the table is what you have to do in graphical method. I hope with both these two sums you have understood the graphical method very nicely. Try to solve the remaining sums of the practice set. If any doubt, we will solve it in the next session. Thank you so much.